What a horrible image to load up onto. Like, absolutely horrible. Fetal position Tenko. Hey everyone, or hey baby gangstas, it's Calvin, also known as Omar, and this is my first ever playthrough of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. It doesn't feel good. It does not feel good to be in this position, staring at Tenko's body. I know we looked at the iron cage. I think we looked at the marker stone as well. We have not looked directly at Tenko's body. This has become personal now for me. Tenko's dead body, she took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the scene. Oh, wait. Yeah, understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience? She's an assassin! Of course, quick deaths are my speciality. Well then that makes sense.
By the way.
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around here. That's because they ran into the floorboards. Someone's in the floorboards right now looking at us. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon that could be a clue. Tenko's last moments have been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Crooked floorboard. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is the floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly.
It wasn't like this before. It must have been come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance? The floorboard's this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Yeah, someone did do that on purpose. Then we have the blood. No, we're not looking at the blood? Usually they give us like an indication of like... Do we look at anything else to do with Tenko's body? Because usually they let us look at the blood. Tenko's body dead, she took a last breath crouched over like this. According to Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. Maki says that she might not have died instantly. I'm positive she wouldn't have had long, but perhaps a few seconds to move around. Thank you for being here, Maki. You're a huge help. The biggest unanswered question is the murder weapon. Where that weapon went will be a key to solving this case. Yeah. I think we've looked at like nearly everything. Oh, we have to look at the white cloth as well. Yeah. I didn't even think to look at this. The white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Is this another magic trick? Himiko, did you do another magic trick? Q was the one who removed it.
Is this?
The cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque on the back. There's bloodstains on it, right around the middle of the sheet. Yeah, right where the iron cage would have been too. But no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through the cloth. She was stabbed underneath the cloth. Yeah, the floorboard is definitely a giveaway for that as well, but I guess we do have to like find every single avenue before we do anything else. We have the dog statue. It's a wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called a dog god. During the seance, the wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. The wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
Q said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. For real? What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What? I'm kidding. Anyway, see, her jokes are very cutthroat, right? Like, her jokes are very like, gotcha. You know, very like sudden and quick and painful. Yeah. Is this heavy thing on top of the cage? Then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily. Okay. Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. I mean, like, we're like really good friends now, right? And like, I think it's like not really good friends. I shouldn't say really good friends. It depends on how you're comfortable with the jokes. You can go and talk to someone. Hey, not really comfortable with that joke. Not really comfortable with that joke. But like, you know, when I used to be like an unbelievably sociable person, I'm not as sociable as I used to be. When I used to be an unbelievably sociable person, I remember like, you know, you would like test the limits almost of like jokes with your friends, right? And then, you know, if they were like, hey, I wasn't a big fan of that, you'd be kind of like, okay, next time I won't say that. You know what I mean? But obviously in this situation, you know, Shuichi's definitely not going to say something to Maki. I think he's just happy she's here. What's up with the things on the ceiling though? I think, is that everything? There's something I still have to investigate here. Is there? See, I always do this. I'm always like, is it the candles maybe? It's the candles. Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room. There's no windows in this room, so without the candles it's pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? We had key. Oh, hole in the corner. There we go. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still. A hole? Looks like there's a space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What, something dropped down there? Was something dropped from here? Hole in the corner has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad.
Hey.
After we checked everywhere else, why don't we go onto the floor and see for ourselves?
You're right.
Right, let's do
By
it.
the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
True.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. We're going down into the floorboards? That's terrifying. You couldn't pay me. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. The blood is dripping down as well. That's horrible.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if you found no clues after crawling around in a dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Shame on everyone for like letting. Oh my god, there's a candle. Someone brought a freaking candle down here. Are we not looking at the candle? Well, because there's a hole there. There's a blood stain. There's a freaking bloody sickle. That's the weapon. Alright. Let's look at the blood stain. The blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. The fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Dried blood. There's a blood stain underneath the loose floorboards. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey.
Hey, the back of the floorboard has on... wait, what? You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of this
What do
floorboard.
you mean?
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
It's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure, but it's dried.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. What in the hell? What? What in the hell? Bloody sickle. There's a sickle here and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood in the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this?
This came from my research lab. It's actually like it would be a very easy weapon I'm supposed to do with them because you have a hook on it. You go like on it, you know what I mean? You couldn't see me doing that, but you know, bah, like that, like pull it down.
Huh?
Me still doing it even though I don't have a face cam. You know, like this. Bah!
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate the target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with it, then she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is a murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade couldn't fit through the gap in the cage. But could it reach her neck?
True.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey.
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle onto the floorboard in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Sickle onto the floor has been added to the triplet section of your monopad. Yeah, someone brought a candle down here to see in the dark, or maybe we did. I think we did. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off. You can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? It looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. The hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the next room is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone through room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around onto the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it would be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in here.
Nope.
Then they could have used the light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. To use the light to move around onto the floor, is that possible? Are we going into the hole? I thought like maybe we go into the hole and maybe go into the next room. Is that everything we have to find here? So we have that. We looked at the cut crosspiece. Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboards is cut off.
True.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse so they could have used that. The question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall in this portion if this portion is missing. So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? I think we finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all the dust. Maki showing like she can be uncomfortable sometimes is actually very cool. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. I think we've I think everything on the surface has been explored. I could be wrong though. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said. So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course. But this one's personal. But this is bigger than the killing game for the sake of the two who died. I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Wasn't there like a rule before that? I think like in the other games, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You probably will. Isn't there a rule that like you can only kill 2 people at a time, and if more than another person is killed, then it's breaking a rule or something? I don't know. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene, we should probably hurry. Would you like to leave? I actually would like to leave. When I came into the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Wait, what? What do you mean? No, 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 no! Oh. Oh no! First of all, I'm sorry if my audio was very loud for that first portion of this. Not my intention at all. For some reason, it auto turned up my volume. Second of all, I was not gonna. I was so upset. I was so upset, and I was actually gonna get really angry. I was gonna be so unhappy.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
What are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped on through the floorboard. You stepped on. Are you okay? Are you okay, my buddy? Jeez, I gotta be good. Because of this, I tripped and it fell pretty hard.
got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything. No, the poor baby's hurt. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through it. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Wait, it's over? It's over?
Huh?
Already? We need to search the other room.
Confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about.
We need to explore the other room.
Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes.
I cannot...
Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the killing game.
What about a Danganronpa mobile game?
The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
Wait, this is one of those times where I'm kind of like, no, I need to investigate a bit more. I guess time's up. It's actually kind of cool because like, it's like, hey, time. It's a time limit. It's not just you investigating everything. Actually, you just happen to investigate almost everything. You know what I mean? Oh man, it's because you guys didn't have enough time to check something, dude. You need to you poor baby. We need to clean you up.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Keel perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew this magic circle the same exact way as the picture. Not only that, but he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about the whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. At class, but I'm not ready. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. The poor... Someone, please, someone help the... Okay, so first of all, Kokichi's tough as freaking nails, or maybe he's just so out of it that he doesn't even notice it. Second of all, that was so scary. I thought they were going to kill off Kokichi and Tenko in the same chapter. I thought they were going to kill off Kokichi and Tenko in the same chapter, and I was literally going to flip. I was literally going to be so upset. Let's go 2.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I'm nervous. See, so even she gets nervous sometimes. It's a natural thing. What are you staring at? Do you want to die? So we have to go to the trial grounds. We're level 50, guys. We're level 50, you know? I wanted to check the other room. This is so... At least he checked the other room for us. That's actually a cool way of doing it. Like, actually giving us time up, though. Who would have killed Tenko, though? Like, who would want to kill Tenko? Do you want to grab some guns before we go, Maki? You want to grab some guns? Yeah, no, I like when I saw Kokichi's body on the ground, I legit was like, this is disgusting. And like, you know, it's like, I wouldn't put it past this game either, because this game has been very brave. I mean, they killed off who potentially was going to be the main character of this game. They killed off, you know, another character who was supposed to be like the guy who was going to be kind of like the Nagito of the game, the Rantaro almost. Not to insult poor Rantaro. I actually just realized as well, someone posted like I don't know, I never thought of it, but in Persona 5 Royal, there's a character in the game that has the same voice actor as what you call it, as Nagito. And I remember I heard it on Twitter the other day. Someone shared it, and now I'm like, oh my god, I can never not think of this character as like Nagito trying to infiltrate the world of Persona, and it would totally make sense. Like, it's so weird. Like, you close your eyes and it's like, that's Nagito. That's totally Nagito. Like, it's the same voice and everything. Super strange stuff. I don't know. Super strange stuff. Oh my god, look how little people are here now.
Dear.
It would appear we have all gathered here, but it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends means it's much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Ganta. Yeah, Ganta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
And more importantly, are you okay, Kaito? Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Maki roll sure does pack a punch. It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. We've had deaths of like 4 actually pretty cool characters. That's what's happened. We've had 4 really cool characters die.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Acceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable. Kyo is a very reasonable person. For Kyo to say this, he must be on his last
rest in
nerve.
peace.
Atua, please lend us your power. Shush. Shush, Smoothie.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua. Consider what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
What? She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me whatever to do when I'm in
You
trouble.
got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now. See, here's the really tough thing about this. Like, now they're in the phase where they're kind of like, the problem is with the Atua God is that Atua grants what is whatever you want it to be. He gives you whatever you want. He guides you to whatever you want. He tells you what to do, and he's a perfect God in everyone's eyes, right? The issue with that now is that your perfect God, who gives you whatever you want, grants you whatever you want, murdered or accepted the death of one Angie. That just happened. Like, regardless of whatever we say, that just happened. And not only that, but now, you know, you're like, we have to rely on Atua still. I totally get that. They're probably terrified as heck. But you just saw that like Atua guided Angie, if Atua is real, guided Angie towards death. That's what happened.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent us from
Right
investigating.
already.
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way. Dude, it's okay to be scared. It's fine.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something. What should I say? Dude, it's okay to be scared, and it's also okay that, like, you know, you haven't been extremely helpful. You've been a good liar with us. You're like the lying team.
Okay.
Atua and Ghost don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Biting her finger, though. So in the end, the culprit really was... No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts. How are you holding up, Himiko? Yeah, she's not doing good. 2 of her friends died in one go. God to do his best to help.
Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if it can be attributed to God per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can explain it why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it. Shut up, why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis and stuff. That's actually what's gonna be my guess. I know this is him bullying him. That was gonna be my guess. I thought it was gonna be like an inner, like, creator.
That is not funny.
It was unwise for me to confide in you all. Oh, poor Kokichi. I respected Angie tickled so much in the moment we met.
shut up.
Shut up, now it's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys figured me out already, so there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes no matter what the situation he's in. Kokichi's so funny that, like, he got injured, split his head open, and was like, I'm gonna lie on the ground. This is gonna trick someone.
Damn.
This trial's gonna be rough since I couldn't do any investigation. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. I see he's still more interested in that than the case. I mean, that's what relates to him. It's so crazy how a small amount of characters we have here. It's crazy. Jesus Christ. Like, we've lost 5 now, is it? And we're about to lose 6, and a 6th. Maybe more. But then again, whoever killed Tenko, they're saying isn't on trial. Unless it's the same person, which is strange to me, right? It's strange that they're not on trial. Because, like, then we just live with someone who did this. Which again, you know, whatever. I would have lived with Mondo after what they did to Chichiro. But Calvin, you always talk about what you did to what Bagaru did. Well, Grandma, let me tell you about that. Different. It's different because I feel like Juan was like everyone was in a desperate situation there. Everyone was kind of forced to be in the killing game. It's a surprise we didn't kill anyone. Bagaru wasn't forced to play dress up and Barbie Dream House with Chihiro's body. As usual, we walked towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped on board. We descended. Less and less. At least we have Kokichi protecting us. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster downward to the black. Wouldn't that be the opposite? Is it heavier? They move slower? Is that right? The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it? I think it's a shame that Monokuma's back just because I would have loved to see the trial ran by the Cubs. I think that would have been really fun. Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there are even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. Monodam, get this guy. As much as I love to keep hearing about this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class shall begin. I hope you enjoyed to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonga, the ultimate artist. Yeah. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try and prevent the killing game. Here's the thing, right? Like, I totally get that, like, what she was doing was dangerous. And what she was doing was, like, authoritarianism and all this stuff. Still, I'm gonna be sad about her death. Like, still, it's like, why would I be okay with it? You know what I mean? And most of you guys felt the same way. It's like, man, I didn't really like what she was doing. And then Tenko, Shabasira, oh my god. Girl, We're literally, you're the reason that everyone watching this is going to get to see me play the extra scenes at the end of the game where you get to talk to everyone as if nothing happened. You're the reason. I hope you know that. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed him? Kaito. Who was it? One person? It's totally smoothie. Two different people. These always look so good. We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight for the truth and lies in this class trial. Do I want to save the game? I actually don't, because I would rather, right, and I'm just being honest, I would rather, like, lose all my progress. If I'm being honest with you. I always said that. I always love to lose my progress. So here we go. So we have skills. I don't like seeing Tenko's body like this. Let's see if there's anything we can do. Lost in thought. We can buy. We don't have enough. Charisma. Increase the amount of influence recovered by right answers. Oh, yeah, sure. I think this is probably a good thing, right? That's probably good. That's a good one to buy, I think. Okay, so here's the thing. Last time, I think we did really fun on, like, mean logic difficulty, but we didn't do very good on mean action difficulty. We gotta be honest, right? So I think, and it was towards the end where we failed really badly on the mean. So I think we're gonna be honest with ourselves and how good we are, and maybe try this. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll blame you guys. Is that fair enough? Who wants to put your hand up in the comments if you want to be blamed? Whoever puts their hand up and be blamed. Come on, you can do it. There, that person there. Well done. You're the first. You're gonna be blamed. You're gonna be blamed so hard.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class.
I'm so glad the two
trial.
most annoying cubs are freaking gone. Now we just need to get rid of the last annoying one. I'm looking at you, Monofani. I'm looking at you.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done
It was Monofane.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished.
It was Monofane.
But if you, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
This time?
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, Spaceman!
Spaceman's such a good nickname.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
You're in Danganronpa. Everyone's a weirdo, my dude. Everyone.
Who did it?
Oh god.
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't even say like for me personally, I think there has to be like one killer, right? Because I don't think they're going to kill two people or get rid of two people again.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Okay. Performance going on here by Smoothie.
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Shut up! Stop! Right now! I'm telling you! We're not doing this!
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Monokuma, can Smoothie cosplay as someone who sits outside? Is that okay?
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
If she's right, I will literally apologize 15 times over.
This keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be a culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Oh, we're starting already with like, is it a ghost? I don't mean to be mean to Smoothie. I just like don't want to do the whole revived corpse thing because I don't think that's gonna be it. So we have Monokuma File 3, forehead injury, effigies hung upside down, gold leaf katana, and Necronomicon. Let's read it first.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Girl.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
So we're all believing it?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami.
But we do.
Please, stop!
You're scaring
it!
Kaito. This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct? Let's see here.
This crime was committed.
Forehead injury. Okay, let's take a look at all this stuff. Forehead injury. Considering the laceration, it's not gonna be this. It's gonna be like something like effigies hung upside down.
They came back to
Is this it? The 4 wax effigies were created for the resurrection ritual. They were exact replicas of late Rantaro, Katie, and Kono Kurumi. They were hung upside down, and the ceiling beams, maybe not that. Gold leaf katana. Necronomicon. A book prepared as a motive to Angie's attempted to carry out the book's resurrection. The Necronomicon resurrection was fair and effigy. I know I'm reading so fast. It's so if it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be. Okay. I don't know which one to click on then. This might be a guessing game for Calvin.
Ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro
So we have
was
to.
resurrected.
Please!
So okay, let's take a look at what the 3 statements, and that's what we have to do. Because that's the first thing we did. So the first statement is.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Let's take a look at this. We have 4 minutes. It's fine.
So
Ritual did work as so. Do we have anything
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
that would say that the ritual didn't work?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro.
Rantaro's not back.
Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late
Okay, so the 2 ones that we have are. Wait, we're gonna get a pause now anyway. So the 2 ones we have are.
Please!
That the ritual did work, and she said she was gonna bring Rantaro Amane. But what do we have here? Monokuma file is just showing her death. We have
recently deceased.
forehead injury. Effigies. Is it effigies hung upside down? Because like the thing is like the trial. Could we say this maybe? Like say it didn't work? Because it's. We could say like, oh well, it didn't work because. Like. They're not. All the effigies are the gold. I don't know. It's actually pretty difficult. Like, and I know like people are gonna be like, Calvin, you chose hard mode. What's wrong with you? Like, it's your fault. And yeah, it totally is. I don't know. So we have did it work?
Of our classmates.
And the gold leaf katana.
So, ritual.
But that's just about the gold flakes. That is literally about the gold flakes, right? That's all it's gonna be. So really, like I think we're talking about did it work? Because there's no way to prove that Rantaro didn't that it wasn't Rantaro. So we have either effigies hung upside down or Necronomicon of this.
Yes.
And the Necronomicon, let's see, a book Monokuma prepared as a motive to carry the Necronomicon resurrection ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is relevant. Make it out whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. It's not burnt. It's not burnt. Oh, that's okay. That's simple. That's simple. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't. That was my bad. Yeah.
This crime. life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Okay, that's fine. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's not burnt.
So,
Oh, we didn't get a V counter though.
that's wrong.
I blame you guys. Who wants to be blamed? Hands up. Yeah, look, it's gonna be tough. Like some of these are gonna be tough, but we got it.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing this the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy. Repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
I guess so.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're
Okay.
right.
Yeah, and look, I totally get the fear and like wondering if this had worked. Like I didn't even know about that. I forgot about the rule too. So Smoothie, I apologize.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Excuse me, Monodam, can we remove Monokuma because I don't want to hear his voice?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's
But we
possible.
didn't. So shut up, Monokuma.
But it's true. I never lie about
That's true. It is true. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that now it's irrelevant, right? So shut up.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodam back
No.
to life.
But Monodam?
Monodam is still alive,
Yeah.
though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodam's
You guys couldn't fill Monodam's circuits. You guys are not even close to what this guy is. Monodam, say something. Fight back. Fight back, Monodam.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse
I like Maki's approach here of just kind of being like, hey, oh my god, Angie's thing has an angel on it. That's really, really cool. There's no way it could happen to you. So yeah, but I think Maki's approach to this is good because even if she's wrong, it's like, look, let's just move on.
Let's hurry up and
Yeah,
find
I
out the
agree.
black
I agree.
ants.
This is what I was saying. Like, even if it's true, let's just move on. It's irrelevant right now.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of
True.
us.
Who did it?
We'll find out.
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
There's my future girlfriend, apparently.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know
We
what
have to have
happened.
once per trial obligatory Miyu get something wrong, but, you know, says something crazy, right? At least once per trial it has to happen. Gold Leafy Katana, Art Lab front door, Arda's lock door, Smugi's account. What was the other one? Cookies lock picking. So we know. Okay, before we do anything, let's just read these anyway. The door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Angie's body was found, the door was locked, but Kokichi opened it by picking the lock.
And it was
We also
found
have
in
Art Lab's
Kyo's
back door.
research lab.
The door is a sliding lock. When Angie's body was found, the sliding lock was locked from the inside. The handle of the sliding lock moves the slightest touch. Something gold and shiny was on the handle. So it could be like been opened like from the inside and the outside if you maybe slammed it or something like that. And then we have Kokichi's lock
Which
picking,
makes you
which I don't think this is going to be anything to do with this. Then we have Smugi's account,
Kyo.
which is Angie locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council came. So yeah, okay, we have to look for something with that as well.
Automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
Yep, true.
So that rusty katana was the murder
I don't think so.
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating
Jesus.
worm.
Oh, that's really cool.
You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the
So,
fuck
okay, so
out of
broke in
Angie.
will do Smoothie's accounting. That's fair enough, thank God. That's an easier one.
I'm a fucking genius!
Girl, you know, you actually are in some respects. If Korikyo really would, the culprit, does the story fit the facts of the case? It does not. We should think about it from the beginning. There's no way he could have gotten in because he couldn't lockpick and he wasn't one of the student council.
And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
Sorry, it's this one here, isn't it? Yeah. And we got a V counter. Okay, there we go. That was grand. Maybe reading them first is a strap, but sometimes I like to listen to them first.
Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
So Kyo must have joined the student council. Wow.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer.
Thank you.
Can't believe you actually got it.
Girl, thank you. That means the world.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student
No,
council
we can't
members are
ignore her.
Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Hime.
She led us to the right answer. Well done, Miyu.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with
Mm-hmm.
Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta,
Smoothie.
Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Smoogie? That's how you say her name, Smoogie? Oh,
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
okay. Let's.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
What is up? The bullying of Kibo needs to be documented. If he's the mastermind,
I will let
understandable.
that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too
He's
hasty?
getting so good at just being like, I don't give a damn what you guys say. But then again, sometimes he gets upset.
What else? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well,
Yeah, I love how he pushes everything along like this.
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
I wouldn't. Kibo was thrown into a tank of piranhas.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez. I'm
Gonta
not the
not
culprit.
Oh, here we go.
Culprit.
This is tough. This is always tough. Art Lab's front door, Ardod's back door, Kokichi's lockpick, Necronomicon, and Samugi's account.
Possibilities.
What?
Surely there must be suspects
Gentlemen,
outside the
not
student
betray
council.
student
Gentlemen not betray
council.
student council.
that's utterly impossible.
For last night.
A dead chick
Not
can't
just
Culprit.
be the culprit.
I've gone to the room taking bug friends.
Only student council members have
Only
access.
student council members have access.
Look, I don't
Wait,
I didn't know robots told
Buddy.
boring lies.
buddy.
know. Not me.
Is that a robophobic remark?
Oh God, I think we have one we can answer already. I think we have one we can answer already. There's seven specific statements. One is obviously inconsistent. Yeah, it's poor baby saying that he couldn't, that no one else could get into the door.
Surely there must be suspects
You will
inside the
not
student
betray
council.
student council.
That's utterly impossible.
I'm waiting for it, buddy.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can
culprit.
open
You sure?
Why?
Only student councilmen.
Let's try and get a V counter. There we go. My buddy. My baby. My son.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab.
You poor thing. You lockpicked for us.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you
Oh my
could
god.
have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking
No.
it.
He didn't actually. I didn't see that. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them in the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There, open sesame. I still love that line. Open sesame is very good.
Oh,
That happened. I totally
that
forgot.
happened?
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember.
I mean, like, I feel like he's gonna find a way to get out of this, though.
Yeah, I did it.
What?
I killed Angie.
Kokichi. Kokichi. Kokichi, buddy. Kokichi.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Oh god.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie.
Guys, he's a known liar. He's the biggest baby liar in this game.
The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind
Yes.
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
Oh, Tango.
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
He's crazy.
Wait, so Kokichi really is
No,
culprit?
Ganta, no.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed
Buddy.
Angie.
Buddy.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they
No.
confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit, how did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking?
I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. I might sound stupid. I have no idea about that.
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
See, this is just since she said she wants to be my future, like, date or whatever. She's just giving me motivation, you know?
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
Can I be honest with you? If someone said to me, use your big boy voice, I would crumble. The back door.
That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Me. No. The tool the culprit used to lock side door was outside was it the katana? Let's go. My favorite game. Did they actually use the katana? That's weird though, right? Like, I'm not saying it couldn't be done, but it is a bit strange, right? Because there was gold leaf all over the door. Oh, they used the alien. I knew they used the alien. There you go. We'll break apart that. Break apart that. Break apart that. That. Oh, this. Yeah, you can take 10 seconds. There you go. Is it this? Or the sickle? No? Okay. Cool. So they did use a katana. I actually wouldn't know how. Maybe they like did a little ooh.
Katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
What?
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding
Wait,
lock
what?
to lock the
Wait,
door.
what?
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off.
What?
The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
Huh?
That evidence rings a
Shut up.
bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
So yeah, like I did. It's
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it
true.
say had a
But
handy
did they have to like swing around the bodies then like a freaking like merry-go-round?
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different person. What could that have been? The corporate someone used this setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every setup Step up to the streets. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh my God! Psych taxi already? Yes. 7 minute psych taxi. Let's go. Wait, what's? Oh, that's. Yeah, let's go. I was pressing the wrong button. This is probably gonna be easier now because yeah, it's way easier already. Because we turned down the action level. Not that the original version was. Oh, there's more cars. Get off the road! I'm doing psych taxi. I'm picking up a girl. I'm picking up a woman. You don't understand. I've never been with one before. Please. She said she'd let me hug her. And if I'm lucky, she said I can carry her bags. Please. Please. Oh, I missed 2 already. Oh, I missed another one. Get out of the way. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? This is crazy. What did turn the handle of the sliding lock? Was it... Thinking time. Okay, so it was... Show me the answer. Show me the effigy's hand, the katana's hilt. Yeah, okay, let's go. Get in, honey, let's go. Let's go. Someone pointed out that, like, Shuichi is literally picturing himself picking up girls as his way of his thought process, which is really funny. So, you ever been in a psych taxi before? It's rather cool, isn't it? I have some salted peanuts there. They're about 2 weeks old, but you can have them. They're in the glove compartment. You can have them if you want. Why are we driving around in the desert? I have no idea. The psych taxi demons told me to come here. Really, in real life, I'm just staring right at it forward, and everyone's like, "Come on, Shuichi, give us an answer." What do I do for a living? Psych taxi. That's my job. I'm a psych taxi. Does it pay a lot? I do psych taxi. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? I don't know. What was done? You tell me. Sliding lock was tampered with. Katana was stabbed into the effigy. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Good. Oh, who's this? This is my sister, Regina. She likes to come on the dates with me too. Make sure the girls are nice to me. You thought this was my first date? It is. That's why she's coming on the date with us. So, in your bio, it said that you like animals. What's your favorite animal? Oh, koalas are lovely. What's mine? Psych taxis. I like they are too an animal. An animal I have become. 3 days grace. Oh Jesus God! Now you distracted me with your. You distracted me with your saying the psych taxis aren't animals. That's your fault, I guess. Look what happened. I crashed the car. I'm gonna have to get this fixed. You know, maybe I don't pay for dinner now because you pay for the car getting fixed. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? I don't freaking know. You tell me. Swing it back and forth, making it fall, spinning it. Spinning it? Okay, there we go. Oh no, more! I want more! 7 minutes was too much. You should have lowered that time limit. The third girl's bride, by the way, is my mother.
The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy.
It's crazy. A crazy way of doing this.
Effigy spun?
No.
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
Insane. You'd have to run out.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
This is insane. This is probably the most insane thing ever in the history of Danganronpa. In terms of like...
So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the
like
lock
evidence.
into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
We found out the lock was actually very easy to move.
The sliding lock.
Yeah, we found out it was like pretty
Little
loose.
push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Mhm.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
There you go. But like honestly, that's what I thought it was too. I thought that Angie thought of a new
Kokichi
trick.
did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed.
He's like, let's forget about that.
I don't want to completely ignore that possibility.
He's like, let's forget about that.
But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was
A lie.
actually...
A lie. Yeah.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
At this point, it's fool me 10 times, shame on us, though. Like,
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time,
who
right?
knows? Who knows, you know?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claim to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me?
Oh, actually very smart. The real culprit was like, yeah, it's him, totally.
And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious.
There you go.
Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Shuichi's sweating. Shuichi is sweating.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
These two are menaces.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
Oh no. Let's not do this.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cunt?
Okay. Jesus, that's such a horrible insult, isn't it?
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
What should we talk about now?
Yeah, Gonta, thank you.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi?
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like she'd be the one to do it.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie. She's still a
I mean, he's
suspect.
right though in that sense. Like, we do have to suspect absolutely everybody.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Me? A
Oh, she's
suspect?
gonna get you, Kokichi. She's gonna get you.
Never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Just to get yourself off the suspect list. So we're getting everybody's opinion on this. That's what's gonna happen.
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect.
Yeah, because of the lockpicking.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
The suspect rangers?
Suspect
What?
Rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves.
I mean, yeah, they should get a chance. You should always get a chance to defend yourself. This is something that, like, you know, regardless of like the overwhelming, like, I feel like evidence. Sometimes everyone should still get a chance to be like, look, this is my side, and then you can know for sure. And then you're like, okay, they gave their side, and still it's not adding up. You know what I mean?
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list?
So he's like trying to get himself off the suspect list as well.
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Monodime just out there as well. Look, shaking in the background. And Monofane being a weirdo.
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
See, that's the thing though as well. Like, you know, they probably know they didn't do it if you didn't do it. But also there's a thing where it's like, well, how do I prove it? Like it's somewhat difficult unless you have like some hard evidence to prove you weren't there or have an alibi or something like that. But then again, even an alibi that's on the student council as well would not be a great alibi. It wouldn't be fantastic, would it? At all. Yeah, it's strange that way. So like I'm kind of like a bit torn as well on this.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your
Our innocence, you should say, by the way, Kokichi.
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Did Tenko have to die?
Himiko.
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too.
Yeah, the
but-
Tenko death was really bad.
we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted,
What?
Himiko.
What?
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie.
Okay, is that? But how did you get her?
Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste
Oh,
our
so she's saying it's Himiko. Yeah, I don't think it's meaningless either. I do think that's related.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare
Himiko's
you!
gonna knock you out, Kinkichi.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
This is Himiko's like biggest moment, and also like the performance of the voice actor is very good too. I imagine that doing like nothing but like nonchalant voice acting for the whole game, like you probably get to like give your acting chops now. It probably feels very good.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS.
Oh come on, Kokichi.
You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive.
I feel like Himiko realized how much Tenko cared about her towards the end, but also at the same time, you cannot blame Himiko, I don't think, for not responding to a lot of Tenko's advances, because Tenko was like very coming along strong.
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
There's people who I haven't talked to in years that if they died tomorrow, I would be like, oh my god. You know?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before.
Yeah. I feel like that's the vibe I got too.
I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her.
Of course, the
death head
motivational
on.
Kaido comes along as well. Very, very impactful stuff from Himiko, though, by the way. Very impactful stuff.
Face her death?
Himiko,
What's this
understand
music?
what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito.
Oh, of course, Kaido's like everyone's big brother.
Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
The name of the curse is Death
Okay.
Curse.
Maybe not.
I suppose being dead with silence.
Yeah, maybe we not do that.
Good.
Listen up. All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
Fact.
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on.
Kaito.
Finally, you noticed.
Oh
Jesus.
no! Every time he does this, I get so nervous.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were 2 different culprits
Yeah,
yet.
it's still very up in the air. I think what's cool about this trial so far, it's a very emotionally charged trial, which, like, we've had, like, you know, emotions in the trials before, of course we had. But I feel like in this trial, like, there's a lot of, like, personal feelings in it.
Let us talk about
Kind of like the first trial as well, but I feel like this
Perhaps
time
that will
around,
provide us a clue.
it's from the start.
Yeah, maybe.
And honestly, guys, that's going to probably do for this episode here. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for everything. You guys have been the best. Honestly, like, I'm actually very nervous to find out who could have done this or who is doing this, regardless. But I will say thank you to my patrons, Tyfire02, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, Smidge, Rachel S, and Normal Cara in the I Can Never Repay the Baby Gangster tier. What you're seeing on screen is also the €10 tier, which is people who paid the Chunky Baby Gangster tier get their name in the credits. Basically like a producer. You are a producer of the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.